It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun, yet he saw her like the sun, even without looking. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. Spring is the time of plans and projects. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. If you want to be happy, be. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Is it really possible to tell someone else what one feels? Free thinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. This state of mind is not common, but it is essential for right thinking. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. A quiet, secluded life in the country with the possibility of being useful to people to whom it is easy to do good and who are not accustomed to have it done to them, then work which one hopes may be of some use, then rest, nature, books, music, love for one's neighbor. Such is my idea of happiness. Death is finished. It is no more. Everything is, everything exists only because I love. It's much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Everything is united by it alone. Love is God, and to die means that I, a particle of love, shall return to the general and eternal source. The best stories don't come from good versus bad, but from good versus good. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Love, the reason I dislike that word is that it means too much for me, far more than you can understand. Anything is better than lies and deceit. If you love me as you say you do, make it so that I am at peace. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Muslims worship nothing except God, and Muhammad is his messenger. There is no mystery and secret in it. They've got no idea what happiness is. They don't know that without this love, there is no happiness or unhappiness for us. There is no life. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite, and to act so is immoral. The whole world is divided for me into two parts. One is she, and there is all happiness, hope, light. The other is where she is not, and there is dejection and darkness. All great literature is one of two stories. A man goes on a journey, or a stranger comes to town. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. Boredom, the desire for desires. Pierre was right when he said that one must believe in the possibility of happiness in order to be happy, and I now believe in it. Muhammad has always been standing higher than Christianity. He does not consider God as a human being and never makes himself equal to God. Sometimes she did not know what she feared or what she desired, whether she feared or desired what had been or what would be, and precisely what she desired she did not know. Let the dead bury the dead, but while I'm alive, I must live and be happy. I always loved you, and if one loves anyone, one loves the whole person, just as they are, and not as one would like them to be. All the girls in the world were divided into two classes. One class included all the girls in the world except her, and they had all the usual human feelings and were very ordinary girls, while the other class, herself alone, had no weaknesses and was superior to all humanity. It's not given to people to judge what's right or wrong. Love is life, everything that I understand, and I understand only because I love. People have eternally been mistaken and will be mistaken, and in nothing more than in what they consider right and wrong. How often we sin, how much we deceive, and all for what? All will end in death. All.